Okay, here's a question for you. I took that NQ bounce and I had the order set, and the Xbox went away at the last second, and I did not have time to cancel my order. I stayed in and it won. So, did I have an error there, or how do we count that?
I did the same thing, Donley. I'm calling it a win.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. If the trade would have lost, would your answer still be the same?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Yeah, I honestly don't know because it was the last second.
I think the answer would still be the same because you made the best decision you could with the information you had at the time.
Exactly. The fact that it went away the last second doesn't matter. The decision was already made based on what your chart was telling you. You were committed to get in, so you're in. So it's a valid trade, win or lose.
Woohoo! I like it.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
We were right, Pam.
Well, but hold on a second. Remember, you should still be cheering even if the trade lost, right?
Even if it lost. Well, because it was a good trade. I mean, you look at it, it's a good whole patch. It lasted a while and it was bouncing. So, yeah.
Yeah. When something goes away and the last millisecond when the bar closes, you have no control over that. If it wasn't there to begin with, that's a different story.
Right. Well, and the reason why I let it set is because I've been burned before when something like that happens and I go, oh my gosh, and I try to abort, and then my trade copier does wonky things because it's trying to execute what I said, but the price is weird. So I kind of just left it alone because of that.
Yeah. See, at that point, you're committed with what you see, and then if you see something and then you take away the order, that's different because you're acting on what you see. What shows up the last second, which is beyond your control, that's a different story. We have no control over that. As long as you're consistent with it, then it's going to keep your stats consistent. You just got to make sure that that's part of your trade plan, and you call it a good setup, win or lose. The question is, if you knew that the setup went away, would you have pulled the order?
Yes, absolutely, I would have.
So again, if it's part of your trade plan, where when the setup is there, you place your order. It's all about repeating the same process over and over again without making any adjustments, right? So the recipe says we see a setup, we place the order. Whatever happens, happens. If we see the setup go away, we take away the order. Okay. Now multiply that speed times 10, and what you have execution wise and margin of error in between, it's still a valid trade, right?